Thanks for joining me today. I have given you the different ways you can move to Germany, and so far I haven't really talked about my experience in Germany. In today's video, I will talk about life as a student in Germany. I moved here in 2013 for my postgraduate education, and I did my undergraduate education in Ghana, University of Ghana to be precise. I studied in Munich, in Germany, of course. So you already know where Munich is located. It's in the southern parts of Germany, just like where Accra is on the map of Ghana. Munich is visually beautiful. It's a very beautiful city. If you love nature, this is the place for you to be. There are so many lakes. You have the Alps. You can also travel very easily from Munich. So you can go to Switzerland, you can go to Czech Republic, you can go to Hungary, you can go to Italy, Croatia, all the beautiful places that people vlog about. You can reach there easily from Munich. So Munich is quite a nice place to be. The downside about Munich, so apart from it being visually stunning, the downside is it is very expensive. It is a very expensive city. Now, before I came here, I knew nothing about Germany. In Ghana, I went to the University of Ghana. It's more like a community, a very, very big community. So you have your lecture halls, you also do have your hostels around, and you can do a lot in the university without stepping outside of the university. This for me was very different. I know in Ghana you also have universities that are not community based, so you can just have a building and then you commute from wherever to the university. But this was different for me because I went to University of Ghana, which was a community, and I also lived on campus. Coming here and seeing the university and where I had to live, it was very different for me. So I had to live about 30 minutes away from my university, and I didn't have lots of courses every day, but then I still needed to commute to university once in a while for study. The university over here, or the university I went to in Munich, so you have the big building, which is everything education, and you also would sleep somewhere else, somewhere very different. There are cases where you may sleep or you may have accommodation very close to university. You can get that, but it's usually very difficult. Accommodation in general is very expensive in Munich, and it's also very, very hard to come by. This is one thing to have in mind before coming to study in Munich. Accommodation is expensive and it is very hard to come by. You could spend a year looking for a place. Trust me, it's not a joke. There are so many people studying here and very, very limited housing for all of us, unfortunately. Because it's limited housing and it's also an expensive city, you find landlords charging an arm and a leg just for a very small place for you to sleep. But yeah, that is Munich, and you should prepare for that if you're coming here to study. As a student, you have lots of benefits. So for instance, you have discounted health insurance. Just because you're a student, so you're deemed to be poor maybe. So you pay less than 100 euros. You can also pay as little as 30 euros a month for your health insurance. That was really, really good. It's not just in Munich, it's nationwide. One thing about studying here is that you can also work as well. You can work 20 hours a week for the whole year, and during vacation you can work full time. I really, really appreciated this because it exposed me to just the work culture in Germany. So I had an idea of what it was like to work before my graduation that I really appreciated. Munich is also very international. You would meet people from all walks of life over here, people from different countries over here. And as a student, you'd also have people from different countries studying together with you. So in close proximity, I was able to know so much about different countries even without visiting, that I really appreciated, and that you would also experience when you move to Germany to study. Like accommodation, transportation is also very expensive in Munich. But as a student, it is discounted, so you do not pay that much. You only realize how expensive it is after you graduate. So for the same ticket that you get as a student, if you were to pay for it as a regular adult, you're looking at about 2,000 euros a year. And as a student, you're paying maybe 500 euros. I don't know the exact price now, but in 2013, I was paying about 150 euros a semester. It's probably 200 euros now. I have no idea, but it is relatively cheap as a student. And with this ticket in Munich, you can go almost everywhere. Munich is very beautiful, and you would find lots of international people here, and you can get away with speaking just English. The main negative point about studying in Munich is how expensive it is, especially with the accommodation. It's ridiculously expensive. The positive thing about studying here is that you are able to get a job relatively easier than people who study in other parts of Germany. There are many international organizations here, so you can find a job, or you may find a job easily, and a job that doesn't require you to speak a lot of German, or maybe also no German, because all their clients are English speakers. That's the one main benefit of studying in Munich. Racism is racism, but I would say the degree that I've experienced was very low. But I'm not sure what you would experience. There are lots of ignorant people all over the world, and you may find some of them right here in Munich. You may also experience very subtle ones, and you need to understand the culture before you're able to pick up on that. So that's something that you may miss on, and I'm sure that's something that I have missed on, because there have been instances where I talk about certain situations and people tell me that's clearly racist, but I didn't pick up on that because I did not at the time understand how Germany works or how the culture is. So your experience may be different. I haven't experienced so many of that over here. I think that's just about it, being a student over here. So you can work, you have discounted transportation tickets, you have discounted health insurance, you have opportunity to work right after your graduation. If you're in Munich, you're open to more organizations that are okay with you just speaking English. That's if you haven't been able to learn German. Munich is generally very beautiful, and the only downside that I say, or I keep saying, is how expensive it is. Thank you for watching. My name is Jennifer, and I make videos for foreigners coming to Germany or foreigners already living in Germany. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, kindly like it. If you have anybody that's coming to Munich to study, you can share this with them so they have some information about what it's like studying in Munich.